Let's learn today that how we can represent any decimal irrational numbers on a number line. These are quite different than the previous which we have done. You can see that the number is root 9.3. As the square root of this not possible, so it must be an irrational number. But you can see that it is a square root. So let's learn that how we can represent this decimal irrational numbers on a number line. So as you can see that I'll construct one ray AX. This ray could be of any measure. First we learn that how we'll construct this, then we'll learn the concept of this. So first of all we should draw the ray as I told you of any radius. Now this is root 9.3. So first of all we should obtain a point B on ray AX as that which has a measure of 9.3 units or could be of 9.3 centimeter. So you can see here, this is the radius I have taken of 9.3. It could be units, you can take the centimeter also. So you can see that this is the point B which we obtain. What is the length of AB? That is 9.3 units. We will write here the centimeter. Fine. What next step? Now every time you have to take another point C which is 1 unit away from point B. So let's take the 1 unit and you can see from point B we construct an arc which intersect AX at this point and this is point C. Remember this distance between A and C is 1 unit. So what is the total distance AC? Correct, that is 10.3. So what we have done, first we obtain point B which is 9.3 centimeter, then obtain C which is 1 centimeter from point B. Now the third is an important step. Let us obtain the midpoint of AC. How to obtain the midpoint? We should take the radius which is more than half of AC. It is an approximate measure. More than half of AC. From point A we should draw an arc on the upper side and another on the lower side. Keep the same radius. From point C, the arc upper side and lower side which intersect the previous two arcs. Let us join these 2 points. So we can say that that point is intersecting this point, ray AX. At this point it is M. This point is the midpoint of AC. Now from point M we have to construct a semicircle. M as a center and AM as a radius. Now the semicircle we have to construct. When we construct the semicircle, you can see one end point is A and the another end point is C. Now we have to construct the perpendicular from point B, Bombay. For that, let's take the any radius. This could be of any length radius, and we'll construct the arc on this ray which intersect right hand side of B and left hand side of B. This ray. Now the next step we should take this length of radius, this much. Now from this point one arc on the upper side with the same radius. From this point the arc should be drawn. Now this intersecting arc should be joined from point B. From B we have to join this, but remember we have to extend this line till the line intersecting the semicircle. This point. So this point is point D. Now remember friends, this point, this length BD is root 9.3. Now you must have questions, sir, why it is 9.3, root 9.3. So that is what the concept will discuss. Now with the help of rounder, we should take the length of BD. As I discussed, it is the length root 9.3. From that point we should draw an arc. From point B we should draw an arc which intersect ray AX at a certain point. Let us give that length point E. So now you can see that this length BE is root 9.3 which we require. Thus we learn how to represent root 9.3 on a number line. Let's see the concept why BD is equals to root 9.3. So let us write down all the values which we obtain here. So first we draw AB, which is of 9.3. Then we'll draw BC, we obtain point C, which is of 1 unit. So obviously AC is equals to the sum of these two, which is 10.3. Then we obtain M. M is the midpoint of AC. So we can say AM is half of AC. So half of AC, that is half of 10.3, that is 5.15. You can see that AM is same as CM. And if you see the diagram clearly, that CM and is also same as DM because it is the radius. So this is the length which we are going to use to obtain the value BD. Now you look at this diagram, MBD. I'm talking about this triangle MBD. As we construct this right angle, so this must be the Pythagoras, or we can say the hypotenuse. So for that we require BM. How will obtain BM? If you draw this, if you obtain or if you see this diagram, that AB is the sum of AM and BM. We have the length of AB, which is 9.3. We have the length of AM, which is 5.15. So thus the length of BM is 4.15. This is the length BM we obtain. Now we'll utilize this value. As we discussed, for triangle MBD, B is right angle. So we'll use Pythagoras, that BD square plus BM square is equals to DM square. BD we have? No, that is what we have to obtain. Now what is BM? BM we obtain here, that is 4.15. And DM, as we discussed, DM is 5.15. Don't do the square and simplify. Take this value to the right hand side. So BD square is 5.15 the whole square minus 4.15 the whole square. See, it is in the form of A plus B, A minus B. We'll use that formula, A minus B, A plus B. So when we simplify, so we'll obtain BD square is equals to, this subtraction is 1 and this addition is 9.30. So we can say that BD square is equals to 9.3. So when we do the square root, so BD is equals to square root of 9.3. Thus we obtain BD as 9.3.